Hello you all, I'm BlaqueWitchYaya. Thank you so much for tuning into this video, and I wanted to do a follow-up video on my video about Voodoo Village because in the comment section there were so many comments of people saying Memphian here, I'm from Memphis, yeah, I'm from Memphis, I've been there before. It was so many of y'all in the comments. I had no idea I had so many Memphians as subscribers, so thank y'all. I can't wait to go there. But one of the comments that stood out was someone said that Memphis has the nickname Mojo City. Now, I did not know that. Now, I'm gonna be honest, when it comes to hoodoo, voodoo, root work, any type of spiritual work, yo, mama used to go to that random witch lady down the street to get a tarot reading, I would have never thought of Memphis. Of course, I think of Florida, I think of Georgia, I think of the Carolinas, I think of New Orleans. I would have never thought of Tennessee. And I know y'all hate when I do that accent, but when I think Tennessee, I think you're the only 10 I see. But today, we're going to talk about how did Memphis earn the name Mojo City. So first, let's start off with the name Mojo City. Some of us may have heard the name Mojo, usually used to describe someone's spiritual gift or the magic they possess. We hear, I'm gonna add my mojo to it, meaning to add their special twist to something. Or I've lost my mojo, when they can't seem to do something the same way they used to or as well as before, which both are similar to the actual meaning of the word mojo, which in a literal sense translates to a magic charm or talisman. You have probably seen people walking around with these bags on, or maybe you even had one made for yourself, and these are Mojo Bags. They are also translated and called Gris bags, and they are small pouches or bags filled with various magical or spiritual ingredients. The contents of the Mojo Bag can vary depending on the purpose or intention behind creating them, and different traditions may have specific preferences. However, some common elements found in Mojo Bags includes herbs, roots, crystals, personal items, like if you have a lucky scrunchie or you have a charm from your grandmother that you want to add in, personal items like that, along with oils and a lot more. So we have all these ingredients. What is it for? So we could think of Mojo Bags as portable spell work. They can be made for protection, prosperity, love, whatever you need, and you can carry the bag around with you to keep the elements activated. Remember, I told you when it comes to spell work or rituals, you may not need the candles or the crystals or all tangible items. Some people can just use their words to make things happen. But for me, obviously, I love the drama. I love the appearance of stuff. I love to make things look pretty. I need to see things working. I want to see the candle burning. I want to study the flame. Is it jumping? Is it still? Is it air in the room? Is that's what's creating it? I like to look at things. I want to see the smoke pattern that is left over. Is it white smut? Is it black smut? With something working against it? I just like to, it's like a crime scene. I want to investigate afterwards. I want to see my crystals around the candles. I want to smell and see the incense burning. I like a show because seeing it to me adds more intention behind it, and I pay attention to it more because for me, out of sight, out of mind. So to make my intention stronger, I need to see what I'm working on. So take that concept and imagine you could just take all of those ingredients and being able to carry it around with you in the bag. It's constantly on you. It's constantly being charged to your energy. You are constantly resetting your intention while looking at it, touching it, adding on to the overall mojo behind it. So what does this bag have to do with Memphis? Right, we're about to tie it all in together. We're going to take it all the way back to the 99 and the 2000. We're going to take it back to the late 1800s with the first African American millionaire in the South, which is such a nice way to start off these stories because if y'all watch my previous videos, it's usually starting off with someone getting their head cut off, slavery, racist. We're going to start off with the first millionaire in the South. And this millionaire name was Robert Church, who purchased land on Beale. Now, when I did research for this, it said Beale Street, but the way they describe it, I wonder if it's like an area, like, well, I'm about to go over to Beale. So if you're in Memphis, is Beale like a Beale Street, or is it like almost like a downtown area, but people call it Beale? It's like a couple blocks of stuff, or is it just one street? But Robert built Church Park and an auditorium, which was exclusively for Black Memphians. He also built an upscale hotel and recreational center. And Robert did this because he wanted to create a safe space for African Americans to enjoy food, music, entertainment, their own culture, just hang out and be around their own people. So within this community, the places that seemed like a normal grocery store or a juke joint were known to Memphians as their own smaller safe haven to get spiritual spiritual work done. They knew if they go in the right juke joint and ask the right questions, that someone in there could provide spiritual guidance, such as spell work or whatever they needed and whatever gift that person had to help them out. One person who had a gift that was utilized by many was Lillie Mae Glover, recognized as May Rainey, who gained popularity on Beale Street not only as a blues singer but also a practitioner of conjuring. Beyond her performances, she engaged in rituals and spiritual practices for her fellow performers on Beale Street and even for random customers who sought her out. So one of her many skills was crafting of Mojo Bags, specifically for blues musicians. In contrast to the traditional use of roots, lodestones, and a red flannel bag, Lillie Mae crafted hers using everyday ingredients such as flour, sugar, and a substantial amount of coal. So finding out this, she used like random ingredients. You could look at it and you would just think she's about to bake a cake, but meanwhile she's about to bake a whole voodoo doll or something. I love people who do magic like this, where they're able just to take everyday things, go outside, pick something off a tree, come in, make. I love. Oh, that gets me. I love people who do that. That just, to me, that just shows, listen, I don't need all that pretty stuff. Just give me my ingredients and we about to make something happen. Now that I'm older, I'm about to tell some family business. I had a uncle who lived in like a real woodsy in the country. And now that I'm older and I found out they used to do root work, I'm like, that's why he was always in that yard picking stuff. That's why he was always taking certain family members to a back room. They was up there doing readings, candle magic, and I'm up here just running around outside, being a child, not knowing what's going on. I wanted to be in the room. I wish I could go back in time and just be like, what y'all doing up in here? Why does candle burning? Why it smell like grass? Anywho, so we have an area where Black people can come connect, help each other out, and flourish. It seems like a good time, right? But of course, this will all get messed up because the white people in this area during this time seen this as a threat to them. Why? Who knows? Not y'all. But these white people, they compared their hoodoo and African-based practices to savage paganism that threatened the wives and children of the white community. They felt so threatened that they alerted the police of these savage practices, and it hit the newspaper. The Memphian Press reported the following: the voodoo business still thrives on Beale Street. Police looking for a witch doctor yesterday confiscated a half a sack full of stay-away powder, easy life powder, and Spanish luck drops being sold to Negroes at 25 cents a set. Now, the stay away powder, supposed to jinx a love rival, proved to be nothing stronger than flour. Easy life powder appeared to be a fine grade of ground clay. The Spanish luck drops were more potent. They were a cheap but stout perfume. All in all, police figured the 25-cent collection cost the producers not more than a couple of cents. Like I mentioned before with Lillie and how she was able to use her everyday ingredients to get work done. So I'm guessing when they went on and did this investigation, they didn't know what they were looking at. They were just looking at, okay, so this is a bottle, a mason jar probably, that got a sticker on it that says stay away powder, but it's flour. But they don't know what's all mixed up in it. They don't know what candle burned next to it. They don't know how it was charged, what intentions were on it. So of course, to the untrained eye, it's going to be like, girl, you about to make some pancakes? No. They about to do a protection spell. But I guess it's kind of good that they didn't get it. So to me, if you don't believe in it, don't even try to figure it out, because don't even mess your brain up. But these type of reports and beliefs soon led to raids on root workers to be common in Memphis. Numerous arrests are documented in which practitioners of hoodoo face legal consequences, with authorities confiscating artifacts like Mojo Bags and amulets, sometimes leading to their destruction in the presence of those dedicated to hoodoo. So hoodoo, being beyond a sense of fear, symbolized empowerment for the Black community, a force that the prevailing societal norms of the time didn't permit. The emergence of a hoodoo community on Beale Street earned the infamous nickname the Black Magic District. Many residents of Memphis were aware that they could seek services such as cleansings, acquiring on a black cat bone, or receiving guidance from ancestors by visiting specific individuals on Beale Street. Gold miners would frequent Beale Street, seeking the assistance of conjurers to spiritually locate treasure along the Mississippi River. As more Memphians turned to the healers on Beale Street for healthcare, some local physicians expressed criticism and offense against the community's root workers. Of course, they're going to be like, oh, I went to school for this, I'm trained for this magic stuff don't work. You actually have to do this. And I feel like that's the same thing nowadays when people depend on herbs for healing. Maybe the pharmacist, let me not even say that word. Those people may think, no, you need this pill, that pill, or for certain doctors, they may think, no, meditation isn't going to solve this, but there are actual people who led people through meditation and training on how to clear different disorders in the body. So it's been proven to work, but I feel like sometimes people think if you can't put it in a book, it must not be true, as if we don't believe in a lot of things that aren't tangible. possible. But anywho, in 1876, a Jewish immigrant named Abraham Schwab, I believe I'm pronouncing that right, established one of the Memphians' most iconic businesses on Bell Street, the store A. Schwab. Initially, I'm sorry, I y'all be like, girl, what do you mean if you pronouncing it right? Shouldn't you look it up? People pronounce stuff differently, and I swear in my head I'm saying it right, but when it comes out with my stutter, it's like, okay. But the A. Schwab store initially operated as a dry goods store offering diverse range of items, clothes to blues records. Over the years, the store expanded its inventory to include a variety of Hoodoo related products. At one point, the establishment was even receiving shipments exceeding 120 tons of Hoodoo related candles. The Hoodoo community in Memphis frequent this historic store to purchase oils, candles, incense, and roots. But if you're not in Memphis and you want some candles, incense, herbs, crystal jewelry, you can go to BlaqueWitchYaya.com. But this story is just one of many that led to Memphis earning the name Mojo City. If I am missing anything, please let me know. Like I said, I'm not from Memphis. I have not been yet, but let me know some more Memphis tea down below. I do want to know more about this area. Is that store still there? Does it still have Hoodoo items? I want to go there. I'm creating a list of places I want to go to, and I could do like a follow-up video like, hey y'all, I'm here. I'm working on one now. That's in Florida. I am nervous. I hope y'all want to see like a tour of stuff. Y'all let me know if y'all want to see me beyond this nice background. I'm not going to say where I'm going to go because Lord knows people will copy. Just let me know if y'all are into that. Or if y'all like, girl, just tell us about it. You ain't got to show us. But that is Mojo City. Thank you to all the Memphians in the comments of my previous video. Let me know, is this area still as historic when it involves Hoodoo, Voodoo? Is it still the same? What does it look like today? Is it just a regular downtown corporate area like what they do in many places that used to have a lot of history behind it? They just turn it into office buildings. I wonder how far this is from Voodoo Village. It's in the same city. It can't be too far, right? We're going to find out. But thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. And like I always say, as above, so below, as within, so without, as the universe of the soul. Until next time, you guys, I share.